Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, ma'am.
We just started with the prophase stage of meiosis. And I told you that prophase 1 is the longest stage and it is subdivided into 5 stages. Which were those stages, Sharon? Unmute.
Leptotene,
Leptotene,
zygotene,
teen,
diplotene,
mm,
then diakinesis,
pachytene you missed. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, these are the 5 stages coming under prophase 1. So before that, we had discussed about the significance of mitosis. I want you to just summarize the points just for my satisfaction. Anna, can you tell me one point under significance of mitosis? We discussed several points. One point.
It leads to the growth of multinuclear organisms.
Multinuclear
Multinucleated.
growth of the cellular organisms. Sania, another point.
It helps in metamerism, division of metamerism, and helps
Metamerism. Metamerism means division of body into segments.
helps in division of metameric cells, so the plants grow throughout the life.
You are reading from somewhere, I think. It helps in
My book is down.
there it is written metameric
Metameric
division of somatic cells. So that is why the plants are able to continue their growth throughout their lifetime. Another point, Meenakshi.
They help in the repair and replacement of tissues.
And replacement of tissues. Then one more point. Two more points are there. Just one for Vidur.
Results in the formation of two diploid daughter cells with identical genetic.
Two diploid daughter cells are formed from
Parent diploid cells.
parent cell, and there the chromosome number will be in the daughter cells will be similar to that found in parent cell. Then it will also help in maintaining the nuclear cytoplasmic ratio. So prophase 1 is the first stage. Prophase 1 is the first stage in meiosis 1, and it has got 5 stages. It has got 5 stages: leptotene, zygotene, pachytene, diplotene, diakinesis. So those are the 5 stages. Just a minute, children. I can't see the cursor over here. You are seeing the screen now? Are you seeing the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Prophase 1 is the longest phase. One is the longest stage in meiosis 1, and it has got 5 stages: leptotene, zygotene, pachytene, diplotene, and diakinesis. So about each stage we are going to learn in detail. We'll start with the first one, leptotene. Leptothene, here the chromosome gets condensed. So condensations, you know that it is to before the cell division starts, the nuclear material will be in the form of entangled thread-like network. But once prophase starts, the chromosomes will start to condense. And here condensation makes the chromosomes distinct and compact. The chromatin material will start getting condensed and they form distinct and compact chromosomes. Then comes zygotine. In zygotine, you can see the pairing of homologous chromosomes. So homologous chromosomes, you know that in a pair, suppose in our case, we know that we have 23 pairs. So the members of one pair of a chromosome, you call it as homologous chromosome. For all chromosome, if you take your case, all the chromosomes, they will be having a partner. One from 23 you will get from father and 23 you will get from your mother. For each chromosome, one will be from father, one will be from mother, having the same set of genes governing all the governing similar characters. So the members in a pair is known as homologous chromosomes. So the pairing of homologous chromosomes. So homologous chromosomes will come and pair. So as you can see in the picture, only one pair is shown over there. If 46 are there, all the 23 pairs will come and align like this. The pairing of homologous chromosomes, you call it as synapsis. Then it is accompanied by the formation of a ladder-like appearance. So in between that chromosomes, you can see some step-like or ladder-like structure. You call it a synaptonemal complex, and that is meant for bringing together the two homologous chromosomes. You can see an enlarged view also, white structures you can see in between the two chromosomes to show the members of the same chromosome. They are colored differently. And in between, keeping them together, there is a ladder-like appearance. In both, you can see in both cases, okay, leptothene, here the chromatin material will get condensed, making the chromosomes compact and distinct. And the second stage is zygotine. And here the homologous chromosomes will start pairing. And to keep these chromosomes together, to assist in pairing, some ladder-like structures develop. You call it as synaptonemal complex. You call it as synaptonemal complex, which brings the homologous chromosomes together. And this complex formed by the pairing of homologous chromosomes. When the homologous chromosomes pair, and you call it as bivalent or tetrad. We call it as bivalent because two chromosomes are involved. And each chromosome is having two chromatids. So altogether, 4 chromatids. So you can even call it as tetrad, seeing that it is having 4 chromatids. And we can even call it as bivalent because it involves the pairing of two homologous chromosomes. So once again, I will repeat, the longest phase is prophase 1. It is subdivided into 5 stages. The first one is leptothene. In leptothene, the chromatin material will get condensed and it will condense and form distinct and compact chromosomes. Whereas in zygotene, the pairing of homologous chromosomes will take place. You call the process of synapsis. To assist the process of synapsis, some ladder-like structures will develop. You call it a synaptonemal complex. And then at this stage, you can call the complex as that pairing of these homologous chromosomes is bivalent or tetrad. Tetrad because it's having 4 chromatids. Tetra means 4. Bi means 2. Bivalent because 2 chromosomes are getting paired and each one is having 2 chromatids. So in terms of chromatids, if you see, you can call it as tetrad. In terms of the number of chromosomes, you can call it as bivalent. Now, the third stage is pachytene. So, that is the longest phase of prophase 1. Prophase 1 is the longest out of all the other phases in meiosis 1. But under these 5 stages in prophase 1, this is the longest phase, pachytene. I hope you are not getting confused. Prophase 1 is the longest phase of meiosis. But in prophase 1, the longest stages, out of the 5 stages, the longest one is pachytene. Recombination nodules will appear in the stage. So already I told you that homologous chromosome have paired in the previous stage, and recombination nodules will appear where crossing over takes place between the non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. Now, there are so many terms which are new to you. So I'll tell you one by one. The first thing what is mentioned is recombination nodules. So I have shown here an enlarged view of recombination nodules. So recombination nodules will appear in regions where crossing over takes place. See here you can see crossing over. Their arms will cross over the other. That is known as crossing over. And crossing over is taking place between non-sister chromatids. Non-sister chromatids means here you can see this is first chromosome, this is second chromosome. And these two are the chromatids. These two are the chromatids. And these two are sister chromatids of the chromatids of the same chromosome. You can call it as sister chromatids. These two are sister chromatids because they belong to the same chromosome. But this chromatid and this chromatid, which is belonging to two different chromosomes, even though it is of a homologous pair, the two different or the chromatids belonging to two different chromosomes, you can call it as non-sister chromatids. Hope you are following what I'm saying. Sister chromatids means the chromatids of the same chromosome. But chromatids of different chromosomes, you call it as non-sister chromatids. And it is in between the sister chromatids that crossing over takes place. Arms will get crossed over. What for? For exchanging the genetic material. See, after crossing over, when they get separated, what is happening? They will be exchanging their genetic material. See, this particular one will be moving away with a new segment of red, whereas this will be separating with a new portion of blue. See here, they have exchange. Exchange took place. Exchange took place and the chromosome material, they have exchanged the chromosome material. Once again, I will repeat. Pachytene is the longest phase of prophase 1. And during this phase, crossing over takes place between the arms of non-sister chromatids will cross over. What for? For the exchange of genetic material. See, in order to show it clearly, the pictures are given in the pictures of the chromosomes. Homologous chromosomes are given in two colors, blue and red. So the arms of this blue and red chromosomes are pairing, and once the pairing or once the crossing over is completed, you can find the blue one is having a portion of the red color and the red one is having a piece of blue color because they exchange their genetic material. And where is the exchange taking place at certain portions, and those regions where the exchange or where the crossover takes place, some structures known as recombination nodules will appear, and it is at these sites that the crossing over of the arms of homologous chromosomes will take place. This is meant for exchanging the genetic material between two homologous chromosomes, and the enzyme which plays an important role, you call it as recombinase enzyme. Are you following? Children, bond, yes. So the third stage is pachytene. What is the main change? Sometimes a particular sentence can be given or a feature can be given, and you will be asked to identify the stage during which this happens. Suppose it is mentioned crossing over during which stage. So you have to write under prophase 1, which is the specific stage, pachytene. So like that, you should be so thorough with the stage because subdivisions are there. We have mitosis 1, meiosis 1, meiosis 2, and the prophase 1 of meiosis subdivided into 5 stages. So you should know the characteristic features of each and every stage. I'll repeat the points once again. Prophase 1 is the longest phase in meiosis. And prophase 1 is subdivided into 5 phases. Leptotene, zygotene, pachytene, diplotene, and diakinesis. Out of these first 5 stages, leptotene, pachytene, zygotene, diakinesis, and diplotene, pachytene is the longest phase. And what happens during pachytene? Crossing over between non-sister chromatids will take place. And the sites where the crossing over is taking place, some recombination nodules will appear. Why crossing over is done? For the exchange of genetic material between homologous chromosomes. Which enzyme plays a significant role in crossing over? Recombinase enzyme. It results in the recombination of genetic material between homologous chromosomes. So once this happens, the genes after crossing over, these chromosomes will be having the segment, a portion or some genetic material from the other chromosome also. So this will help in genetic recombination between homologous chromosomes because crossing over is taking place. When crossing over is taking place, genetic material is exchanged. This results in a new combination, recombination of genetic material. So this homologous chromosome before and after crossing over are entirely different. See here, if you just compare this one, if you compare this chromosome before crossing over and after crossing over, you can find here there is a new combination leading to recombination of characters. So crossing over will help in the exchange of genetic material and leads to recombination of genetic material. Very important stage, longest phase. And what are recombination nodules? Where are they formed? Recombination nodules appear in the pachytene stage at sites where crossing over takes place. What is crossing over? Crossing over is the exchange of genetic material between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosome. What is the significance of that? It will help in the recombination of genetic material. Now moving on to the next phase, diplotene. And during diplotene, the synaptonemal complex will dissolve. What is synaptonemal complex? A ladder-like structure which was formed so as to pair, so as to help in the pairing of homologous chromosomes. So by the time it reaches diplotene, the synaptonemal complex will disappear. It will dissolve. And the recombinants will separate. So they were undergoing crossing over during the pachytene stage, and when it reaches diplotene stage, they will get separated from each other, except at the regions of crossover to form X-shaped structures known as chiasmata. See here, the homologous chromosome have got separated, but at this particular point, they haven't separated. The two homologous chromosomes which were paired together, they have separated. But at the region where crossing over have taken place, those regions alone will remain intact. Those arms with the crossover, they will remain as such, but other than that, the homologous chromosomes will separate. So this will result in the formation of an X-shaped structure where the crossing over is taking place. So there you can find an X-shaped structure. You call it as chiasmata. Any doubt? Any doubt?
Ma'am, could you explain once more?
In diplotin only, Nandana?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you know that in Pakitine crossing over has taken place, and once it reaches
Yes, ma'am.
oh, you said something? Okay, so during Pakitine, you know the pairing or the crossing over of the paired homologous chromosomes will take place. And what is holding these two homologous chromosomes together? The synaptonemal complex. But once it reaches diplotin stage, the synaptonemal complex will dissolve and disappear. So something which is binding these two homologous chromosomes is disappearing. So what will happen? These two homologous chromosomes will separate from each other, but they will not separate at those regions where the crossover has taken place. So as you can see in the figure, chromosomes are moving, but the region where the crossover has taken place, there they will remain intact. The rest of the part of the chromosome will move away, but that region alone will remain intact. So that region or this will result in the formation of X-shaped structures, because the remaining part will get separated, but the arms with the crossover will remain as such. This will result in the formation of X-shaped structures. You call it as chiasmata. Nandana, have you followed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next is diakinesis. Now during this process, chiasmata terminalizes. So chiasmata means what? So when two see when this homologous chromosomes are pairing, so when these homologous chromosomes are getting paired, I told you that crossing over will take place, and later these two chromosomes will get separated except at the regions of chiasmata. And slowly, when it reaches diakinesis, this will move towards the tip. Slowly, the crossed over portions will move towards the edges. So if it was somewhere in the middle also, slowly, they will move towards the edges. Chiasmata terminalizes. It moves towards the terminal region, or it moves towards the end, and chromosomes will start to condense. Condensation will be completed by the end of prophase. So chromosomes will get condensed, chiasmata terminalizes, and because diakinesis is the last phase in prophase, and mitotic spindle also will start forming, nucleolus and nuclear envelope also will disappear. So before I proceed to metaphase 1, quickly we will have a recap of all the 5 stages in.
Ma'am, can you show the last slide?
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you show the slide of diagnosis?
All the stages we will see. Okay. All the stages we are going to see.
Ma'am,
One. Meiosis.
Divya, ma'am, could you also explain what homologous chromosomes are just once more?
Prophase 1 is the longest phase under meiosis 1, and it is subdivided into 5 phases. And the different stages are leptotene. Then you can see in the leptotene the pairing of homologous chromosomes, synaptonemal complex being formed in the next one. Then crossing over taking place, then the terminalization of chiasmata. Anyway, one by one, we will see all the stages. The 5 stages are named as leptotene, zygotene, pakitine, diplotene, and diakinesis. Then in leptotene, chromatin material condenses and chromosomes become distinct and compact. That happens in leptotene. Whereas in zygotene, homologous chromosomes, the members of the same pair, if 23 pairs of chromosomes are there, the members of each pair is known as homologous chromosome. Members of each pair are known as homologous chromosomes. Okay, Nandana? Suppose we have
Yes,
20.
ma'am.
The members of each pair are known as homologous chromosomes. And in zygote stage, the homologous chromosome will come and align together, or they will start pairing. You call it a synapsis. What helps in synapsis? A ladder-like structure, which you call as synaptonemal complex, will help them to bind together. And in this stage, you call it as tetrad or bivalent. Bivalent because two chromosomes are involved. Tetrad because each chromosome is having two chromatids, making together four chromatids. Then Pachytene. In Pachytene, what will happen? There is a longest phase of prophase 1. And here recombination nodules will appear. And where do these recombination nodules will appear? Where the crossing over will take place. Why crossing over should take place? It is meant for the exchange of genetic material between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosome. What is the difference between sister and non-sister chromatids? The chromatids belonging to the same chromosome, you call it as sister chromatids. But chromatids of different chromosomes or different chromosomes of this pair, you call it as non-sister chromatids. And crossing over will help in the exchange of genetic material. And which enzyme is facilitating the process? Recombinase. And this will result in the recombination of genetic material. Then comes diplotin. During diplotin, the synaptonemal complex will dissolve and disappear. So once that is gone, something which is binding the homologous chromosomes is disappearing. So these two chromosomes will get separated, but the regions where crossover has taken place, they will remain as such. Rest of the chromosome will get separated. So this will result in the formation of X-shaped structure. You call it as chiasmata. And in diakinesis, the chiasmata slowly, the crossover regions will move towards the tip. It will get terminalized. It moves towards the terminal region and the chromosomes will condense. Mitotic spindle also will appear. And nucleolus and nuclear membrane also will disappear. Yes? Did you understand? Understood or not, children?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
chances that you get confused. Make some code or some tricks. Okay? Only then you can remember. And whatever codes you are making can seem to be funny for others. Doesn't matter. Whatever codes are coming to your mind, write at the side of the textbook or at the side of the lecture note so that it will be useful. Because unless you make some codes or mnemonics, 100% sure that you will get confused and you will mix everything and there'll be an utter confusion. It's better you make some code so that you can remember it easily. Okay, children? So shall we wind up? I didn't ask any review questions anyway. Next class, I'll be asking till where, because sometimes if I feel like I can take it as paper also, because otherwise these topics can be confusing. Any doubts means you can ask me now. No doubts. Understood perfectly. Donna? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Please learn it thoroughly. And the notes, I think I have forwarded. There it is in the table format. If you want to learn it in a table format, I think that will be easy. Just go through the notes also. Okay. Thank you, children.